struggling with this. We're all just here to die. Nothing matters. Why bother? That was the way my mind worked. Hi, I'm Chad, and welcome to Behind the Escapes. COVID was an interesting time. While most people were worried about vaccinations or hoarding toilet paper or lockdowns, I was 30 and midway through my third stint in post-secondary education. I'd spent the previous 9 years working for a small community newspaper, but it was pretty clear that traditional news media was well past its prime. And so I needed to find something else, and I went back to school. Then the pandemic hit. This story is about how nature videos and photography and getting outside helped me change my outlook and started me on a path to opening up. And if my story can help just one person, then this will all be worth it. Hi, I'm Chad from AV Escapes, and this is my new channel, Behind the Escapes. I'm out here at Arab Lake, Frontenac Provincial Park. I've debated whether I was ever going to make this video. Never really wanted to be on camera. I feel kind of ridiculous. I feel really ridiculous. But I'm in a beautiful spot. I don't even really know what to talk about. It'd just be me rambling. I don't know. I'm not a talker. So why did I do this channel? Why did I do this channel? Why am I doing this channel? It's tough. I guess I'm doing it because I want people to know that there's something out there for you. If you're struggling, there are things that are great in this world, and you have to be willing to open yourself to the experience. You have to be willing to put yourself out there. Photography's done that for me. Photography and creating videos and making nice, relaxing content. It's kind of given me a chance to stop and look around, really. I just come out to the woods and quietly take my videos and photos and, just experience the world in quiet nature. I wrote an entire script for this video, which I'm definitely going to read.
Tell me you forgot that. Tell me now. Tell me you forgot it. Do I have it? Do I have it? Do I have it then? Do I have it then? Yes. Yes. Do I have it?
Oh boy. COVID was an interesting time. Obviously, at the outset of the pandemic, I was worried about school first and foremost. Would I even be able to finish? What would happen? Nobody knew. I'd put a lot on the line to go back to school at that point in my life. But other than that, I was chill. A natural introvert, I was naturally stoked that everything was empty. But as the pandemic rolled on and restrictions relaxed, I started to realize that something was wrong. My anxiety and depression, something I've struggled with my whole life, suddenly seemed like they were out of control. I was drinking too much. I was constantly thinking about ending my life. And it was a tough time. I spoke to doctors. I went to appointments. I tried breathing techniques. Nothing seemed to work. meditation. That didn't work. Tried medication. That worked a bit. I'd already put years of effort trying to manage my depression at this point, and I pretty much decided it was pointless. I'd accepted I'd never feel better. I was bitter. I stopped caring. My emotions were running wild. I could cry at the drop of a dime. Like a massive tanker ship, I struggled to change course. But then a friend introduced me to a book called Running on Empty by Jonice Webb. I bought the audiobook and played it on a loop. Things that didn't make sense suddenly started to. I was feeling better for a time. But, as had been the case my whole life, my depression was relentless. It bucked against change. Pessimism was my mindset and would remain so. I needed something else. I needed a passion. I needed something to get excited about. During this time, one thing that brought me peace was enjoying nature content on YouTube and other platforms, just simple ambiance videos, babbling brooks, chirping birds. Scrolling through social media, I saw beautiful vistas, nature unfettered. I started to fantasize about doing my own videos and photos, and I wanted to see what my own area had to offer. I'd been doing photography for 10 years for work, mostly. Mostly grip and grin stuff for the newspaper, just photos of people. But I wanted to take photos of nature. I knew next to nothing about video production, but it didn't really matter anyway. I just wanted to get out and film and enjoy the outdoors. So finally, in May 2024, I went out, got myself a new camera, and I started on my content creation journey that became AV Escapes, my other channel. So what is AV Escapes? It's a place to come and chill, watch nature videos, listen to relaxing ambiance. I envisioned AV Escapes as a place to hold all my creativity, whether it's original stories or trail walks or just videos of nature. So why create this channel? One thing I never wanted from AV Escapes was to be on camera or to offer advice or anything like that. I'm not a professional photographer. I've never made a dime from selling my videos or content or photos or anything. But one thing that was missing was a way to hold myself accountable. AV Escapes is about positive vibes, chilling, escapism. There's not really room in there for serious discussions about mental health, and I wouldn't want to introduce it there. Depression crept in last winter, and I stopped posting anything. I stopped doing photography. I didn't start again for about 5 months, and I don't want that to happen again. I don't want depression or anxiety to rule my life anymore. I want to keep going. I want to keep creating for myself. So I created Behind the Escapes as a way to force myself to talk about what's going on and show a little bit about how I make my videos. I hope to continue to share how I'm feeling and talk about ways to cope with hectic, stressful lives, and to share my photography. And I hope it's more upbeat than this one. Doing this is mortifying to me. Talking about myself, I can't think of anything I want to do less. But if photography and making videos can help me, maybe you can find your thing too. Maybe it doesn't have to be doom and gloom all the time. Maybe you can change the way you think. Along the way, I'll talk about my photography, track my progress, and discuss topics as they arise. Hopefully we can take this journey together, and future episodes will be a little bit more upbeat than this one, I hope. This was just a first kick of the can. I've got a script that I'm reading from. You probably noticed I'm not always going to be doing that. I just want to have my thoughts arranged coherently for this one. In the future, maybe I'll be a little more off the cuff and talk more openly. But for now, this is important that I hit all the points and show why I wanted to make this channel and why it's important, and hopefully find the right people out there that need to hear that there is a way to keep going forward. And even if you hit a bump of the road, you stop doing what you're doing and you're struggling out there, you're not alone. There's people out there who are willing to listen. There are people out there who can help. And you might not think that that's true. I didn't. Uh, I tried everything. I tried everything that you can think of. And my depression still comes back, and it's always here, and it's something that I have to deal with. But um, having somewhere to focus some energy and that makes me happy and that I can call my own and just create something, um, that's really helpful. It's really helpful. Um, so I hope you can find your thing too.